Hey guys, hope you're all well. I've come with a FAQ video. So I always get so many questions on my colour, which is forever changing if you've noticed. So yes, I'm gonna go through the questions first and then throw in anything that I think you should know that wasn't on the frequently asked list. Okay, so first question is, how long have you been colouring your hair? Okay, I've been colouring my hair now for about 4 to 3 years. So in my second year of transitioning, so after 12 months of transitioning, I can't remember exactly which month, 13 or 14, I coloured my hair for the first time, and I used Red Hot Rhythm by Dark. And the second time I coloured was about approximately 12 months after that point, or just over 12 months after that point. I coloured it again using Dark and Lovely's Red Hot Rhythm, and then about 12 months after that I used Loreal Feria Mango Intense Copper. So that was the colour that I used for my 3 years post relaxer. So that was last year. Yeah, that was last year, because after I coloured my hair for my 3-year mark, and then on my 3-year mark I made a video and I had the colour in my hair already, and that was last year. And then this year I used Flaming Desire by Textures and Tones. So in the past 4 years I've coloured my hair 4 times, and there's been approximately about 12 months between each colour. I've used Dark and Lovely twice, and then I used the Mango Intense Copper, correction, and then I used Flaming Desire this year. I'll put pictures in of each one so you know what they look like. If I have pictures, I should have pictures of my first ever colour. I can't remember if I do, but I filmed the second one. Anyway, question number 2. Have you experienced damage? Okay, so the process of colouring your hair is pretty much damage, quote unquote, because in order for the colour to work, especially if you're using a permanent colour, is that it damages your hair. It damages your hair because it has to lift the colour, the existing colour, from the hair and then deposit. So that in itself, the process in itself is damaging, okay? However, you can have visible damage on top of that. So the fact that you're coloured means that your hair is damaged, full stop, okay? But obviously you can maintain it and keep it healthy, quote unquote. But you can also have physical and visible damage. I didn't experience visible damage in terms of loosening of texture. I haven't had a loosening of texture, but my hair has been, or the section of my hair that is coloured is a little bit more drier than the rest of my hair. And it would be because, you know, the cuticles are lifted, they're slightly damaged, the hair is damaged, okay? Colour, when you colour your hair, is damaging. It's just like when you relax. It's not, I'm not comparing the two, but they're both processes in which they work by damaging the hair, okay? So like a relaxer, you know, once it's done, it's a permanent process, the same as using permanent colour. What else? So yeah, I have, that part of my hair is slightly drier, and you know, even though I maintain my hair and I look after it, if my hair is getting dry, so let's say like midway through the week my hair starts to feel dry, the first place I will notice that is in the coloured section of my hair, because it's prone to dryness already, okay? So yeah, so in terms of dryness and how my hair feels, yes, the coloured part of my hair is slightly drier than the virgin hair, okay? But in terms of visible texture change, I don't have any. I may actually have some to a degree, but it's not visible. It's not something that I see when my hair's all out, if that makes sense, or when my hair's wet. And I hope no one quotes me wrong, and I hope you understand what I'm saying and how I'm explaining it. But the process of colouring your hair is damaging, whether it's by a professional or if it's at home, because that's how it works. Now, you can maintain the hair the same way you relax your hair and then you maintain the hair, but it does not reverse the fact that the hair is permanently damaged. That's how, you know, it works. Okay. Question number 3, I get a lot, is what colour brand I would recommend for people that want to dye their hair at home or just dye their hair in general. I can't recommend a brand I've never used before because I haven't used it before. But out of the 3 that I've used so far, the best colour payoff has been the Textures and Tone. What brand is Textures and Tone? Oh. Who owns Textures and Tones? I'm trying to think, but I've gone. Is it Cream of Nature's Textures and Tones? No. I don't know. I can't. I've gone blank. But yeah, Textures and Tones has given me the best colour payoff out of all the other dyes that I've used in the past. Okay, and then after that would be the Dark and Lovely, and then the L'Oreal one would come last in that 3. Okay. Do I recommend at-home colouring or professional colouring? This is definitely a case of do as I say and not as I do. Yes, I do colour my hair at home, but I don't actually recommend for anybody to do that because there's a few downsides to using box colour. One is your your expectation of how the colour is going to look and the reality of how the colour looks. It's never like this, okay? It's probably like that or like that, but it's never, you're never gonna have what's up here and what's here looking the same. Ever. It hardly ever happens that way. Whereas if you go to a professional and you go and you say, oh, I want my hair to be this green, okay, then they are more able to give you this green instead of, you know, giving you like this. Does that make sense? So if you go to a professional, your your vision and your reality are more likely to align than if you dye your hair at home. For me personally, I don't mind because I like my hair kind of not turning out how I want or looking. I actually stopped having expectations of what my hair is going to look like. I just colour it, and then when I rinse it, I'm just like, hey, how you doing? But, you know, for some people, that can be very disheartening, so I would say go to a professional. Secondly, a professional will know if your hair, will be able to assess your hair and let you know if your hair is in the condition to go through such a chemical process. Like I said, it is damaging. Colouring your hair is damaging your hair. If your hair is already in, I feel like there's lint crawling on my face. It's very strange. It's very strange. It's very, very strange. It's a strange experience. They'll be able to assess the hair, okay, and let you know if your hair is in good enough condition to survive such a chemical process, because it is damaging your hair. So if your hair is already pretty much damaged and then you colour it, you're not likely to leave the experience with hair that looks amazing, you know. And sometimes you can't really tell what condition your hair is in. So going to a professional, that's the pro right there. Now, but like I said, colouring your hair is damaging your hair, full stop, whether you do it at home or go to a professional. It does not, going to a professional doesn't make the process any healthier for the hair. It's just that they're better at assessing, you know, what the hair needs, how light the hair can go, you know, what your hair can actually take. Whereas when you're at home, you can't really, you know, you don't know that. So yeah, but you know, that doesn't really apply if you're doing a dark color. So if you're darkening your hair where it's only depositing the color, then you know, you can do that at home. That's fine. I'm not saying you should, but you know, that's what I mean. When you're lightening the hair, it's more damaging. So that's when, you know, you really need to consider, is it worth me saving a few pounds or dollars and damaging my hair, or should I just go to a professional? All right, and I hope that was helpful. Blah, 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 blah. Tips on aftercare. Usually I will condition. So I'll do like a deep conditioning treatment prior to colouring my hair, like a light protein treatment. So I might do like my hair smoothie, or I might add like an egg to my deep conditioner, and I'll deep condition my hair, and then I'll probably colour in a few days time. It won't be the very next day, but it will be like in a few days time. Then I'll colour my hair, and then after colouring my hair, I would deep condition my hair, and then in a few days time I would deep condition my hair again before I kind of transition back into my normal regimen. I do deep condition weekly, so you guys know that. So that's a way of keeping my hair moisturized. Also, you may find that because the hair is more porous, certain products that you were using before may not even cut it. So your hair will feel dry, and your favorite moisturizer, you put it on there and your hair will be like, girl, please step up your game. So, you know, get used to, not get used to, but you will need to adjust to perhaps having to change what you're using and the products that you're already using, especially if you've colored your whole head. You know, me, I would never in a million years dye my whole head a light color. I would dye my whole head a dark color, so I'm thinking about going back to black soon. That's fine, but I wouldn't lighten the whole of my head, because I know, you know, the cons of having colored hair, and I wouldn't want that for every part of my hair. That would be too much trouble. So for someone who does have that, for me, I just have to, you know, tailor certain things slightly different for just the front of my hair. But if you've dyed your whole head, then, you know, you're probably gonna have to find new products, find new things that work for you, because what was working on your virgin hair probably, most likely, definitely won't work on, you know, your new head of light tresses. Okay, and what else? Yeah, will I continue to color my hair? After everything I've said to you, I love color. I love having color in my hair. I think it gives my hair a nice touch. It looks nice. It just aesthetically, to me, it's very pleasing to have color in my hair. And I love the fact that my hair takes color in such a weird way, where some parts, you know, are lighter and some parts are darker, and I love the graduation of color. I love the fact that my color changes due to many things. So certain products that I use may, you know, make the hair look lighter. This summer it was really sunny, so my colors lightened quite a lot, because when I started out it was red, it was flaming red, and now it's more of like a brownie color. And this is the bits that's closer to the root, so it's slightly darker, but then my ends are really light, and I just love it. I love color. So even as much as I talk about perhaps going back to black, I don't know when I'm gonna do that, because I do like coloring my hair, and yes, it is damaging. It's a damaging process, and I do want to stress that, because, you know, people might be under a misconception that, oh, it's a damaging process. It's a permanent process. Anything that you do to your hair that is permanent alters the hair permanently. Now, once something has been altered from its natural state, then, you know, it's damaged to a degree. It's damaging. Color's damaging. So if you're gonna color your hair, you're damaging your hair. Okay, I hope that's clear. And yes. Alright guys, so I will catch you in my next video.